Good morning, guys. Welcome back. We're to the channel. In today's video, we're working on the 300 yet again. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to pull the car up to the house up here, and we're going to wash this thing off. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but this thing is freaking filthy. So what we're actually going to be working on today is painting the jams on the fenders and the underside of the hood. So that's that's really the only reason we pulled the hood off. And we're also going to be painting that hood hinge. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna wash the thing off, all the dust and all that crap from all the body work and all that. And I have some microfibers in here we can go ahead and dry it off with. That way we don't have any issues with water in our primer. So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing situated here, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so we brought the car up here to the house. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and wash this thing off because it is, I mean, it's a mess. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some Simple Green, wash this engine off. Be very careful around our primer areas, especially this door. If I have to redo this, I won't be near as mad, but if I have to redo this door that I've spent all this time on, I won't be happy. So like I said, we did get some microfibers as well that we can go ahead dry off all of our primered spots. And this will be in the next video, but I believe, because I'm waiting on some stuff. But anyway, we got all the holes taped up, you know, where water could get in, most of it. Not too worried about it. I just don't want it pouring in. So we did the same thing over here. You can see this thing is filthy. So get it washed off, get it cleaned up, and we'll pull it in, start sanding all this stuff, and get it ready to spray. Okay, so we actually decided to go ahead and start sanding the top of the hood. The reason for that being is if we get any overspray along our edges or through those sprayer nozzle holes there, it'll land in sanded paint. So anyway, we got majority of this sanded. You know, we had some chips right here. There was like several chips, and it's kind of low. So we'll probably mix up some glaze after we get everything completely sanded, and we'll go ahead and glaze a few of these. There's another dent there. There's one right there next to it right there. So we'll do some glazing on this, and we are going to seal the hood. We're going to seal the fenders, but probably go ahead and glaze this. Go ahead and prime it, block it. There's several rock chips in this hood that we'll have to take care of as well, but I got to go do some stuff up at the house. We did get the car washed. It's up there kind of drip drying. We did take some microfibers and wipe down the car around all the primered areas. That way, hopefully, it doesn't absorb into the primer, or the water doesn't absorb into the primer. But anyway, I gotta go do this real quick. So I guess I will catch y'all here in a bit, and we will continue. Alright, guys, so it is a few days later. I've been doing some truck stuff, actually. We just got the Morimoto fogs in the 6.0. Got my grandpa some new headlights for his truck. If y'all haven't seen those videos, be sure to go check those out. And well, the 6.0 blew up, so I guess we're gonna have some more truck content coming here very soon. But anyway, I figured we'd come out here this morning and go ahead and get these jams all sanded up. that side as well. We need to go ahead and scuff that fender, and the bottom of the hood needs scuffed as well, and the bottoms of the fenders. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. I'll probably wet sand this fender with 400 and get it all nice and smooth, and that way when we paint the jambs, if there's any overspray, it lands in sanding scratches and it's not a big deal. So anyway, I'm gonna get going here and see what we can get done today. Alright guys, so I got that jamb sanded. I need to do this one, but I threw some glaze down. There's a ding there, and a little ding there. So like I said, went ahead and threw some glaze on that. Went ahead, fully sanded this fender over here, and Scotch-Brited the inside and the hinge and our primer spot on the door, because it had a little chip in it. I think that's from when it hit the fender when I opened it. But anyway, we got the fender adjusted, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. But got this all sanded. I got that sanded down there. Had a gouge right there. You can still kind of see it a little bit. But everything except for this up here, because I didn't want to gouge the bumper with the sander. But after that dries, I'll go ahead, sand that real quick, and then we also need to sand the bottom of the hood still, and we'll go ahead. This fender's all sanded, so we just need to get the jamb, get it taped off, and then it will be ready for paint on this and the hood there. So depending on how much paint we mix up, I might go ahead and just spray the fenders. I don't know. We'll see what I'm feeling like when we get everything mixed up. Okay guys, so we got the car all taped up. Got our tape trimmed out for where we're going to be painting. And here, we're actually not going to paint the fenders today, but we got all this taped up. We're going to also spray the hood hinges, but I have to go get a water filter real quick. So we'll do that. We got the hood sanded, wiped down, it's ready. Same thing over here. Again, hinges, we're gonna do both of those. We got all this taped up. So I'm gonna run up here and we're gonna get some water filters, come back and get these jambs sprayed. All right guys, so we got this all sprayed in. Same thing with both of our hinges and over here. Got everything sprayed in. Everything looks good. Everything's all nice and covered and everything. So we're gonna let this dry, untape it, pull the car out, and then we will do the hood. So anyway, there we have it. Everything, like I said, everything looks good. And we also did the bottoms of the fenders over there and over here. So we are, like I said, we're good to go. Let this thing flash. We're not going to throw no clear on it or nothing like that. That way it should match everything that's already under the engine bay. And like I said, we should be good to go. So we're going to let it flash off. We'll untape the car, pull it out, bring our hood over here, and spray it as well. All right guys, so hood is painted. Now we do have a bunch of fisheyes out in the center. So what we're gonna do, we'll let it cure out, let it get nice and dry, and then probably what we'll do is go ahead, re-sand it, and reshoot it. No, not a big deal. Because I know there's a little shield that goes over these, but I would like to get it as close to as good as we can get it. And that gives me a little more time to get used to that paint gun. So that's it's kind of the silver lining there. It does look good, except for all the fish eyes, especially around the center. We wiped it down with alcohol, but I think what happens, we set it outside when we wiped it down, and I think what happened is it off-gassed a little bit of oil from the hood. But anyway, guys, went ahead set it out here. That way it can be drying. It's very light, but it's only got one coat on it. So hopefully, sitting out there, it shouldn't take very long to dry. Our thermometer up there, even with the air conditioner being on most of the day, it still shows it is almost 100 degrees in here. So a relatively black hood sitting out there in the sun directly shouldn't take it too long to dry. But anyway, I guess that's all I can do here today, because again, that needs to cure. That way we can resand it and go ahead and recoat it. And I guess, well, the car needs to cure out too, because next step for it, we need to sand the side skirts and throw them back on. So I did get my clips for that here. Let's see here, show you what we got. So little clips for the side skirts. If you need to know, that is what Bumper to Bumper gave me. So that should be it. But anyway, the gun's clean, and I reckon we're done here for the day. So I guess that'll be a wrap for this video. The car looks good. It looks really good. The hood, again, lots of fish eyes, lots of them. So we're gonna, like I said, let this sit out here and bake. But the car, let's take a look at it. Got a little bit on the top of the fenders, but other than that, a little funny there. But other than that, they do look really, really good. Same thing with the hinges and down there. So anyway, I'm gonna take this up here, and I think that is gonna be it for the day. But anyway, guys, like I said, I think that is gonna be a wrap for the day. Again, there's not much I can do because that paint needs to fully dry before we go messing with it. And then the hood, obviously, it needs to fully dry before we can resand it, or it's just gonna gum up the sandpaper and everything else. So we're gonna let it sit out here. Luckily, again, it only has one coat, so it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Again, it's very warm today, so hopefully that'll kind of help. But anyway, guys, like I said, I guess that's all for today, because I don't think we can do anything else today. So with that being said, guys, if y'all enjoyed today's video or possibly found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.